So hello everybody. Last episode I shared my favorite white wine of 2025, and in this episode I'm going to share my favorite red. It was the 1997 Chateau Musar red from the country of Lebanon. Now I intentionally said my favorite red for a reason. Yes, this wine was excellent. It certainly was one of the best wines I had last year, without a doubt, but it was by far the most interesting and most complex. Now, I got to try this wine back in November when I attended a luncheon with Mark Hochar, who is the third generation ownership of Chateau Musar. At that luncheon, I got to try many of their wines, including this one right here. This is their flagship wine, and I got to enjoy it with their 2018, which is the current release as well. And that one sells for about $90 a bottle. But it was this one, the 1997, that's nearly 3 decades old, that did it for me. Obviously, Musar wines are designed and meant to age, and age gracefully. This one certainly did. And yes, you heard me correctly earlier on this video say that this winery is located just outside of Beirut, Lebanon. And while we don't normally think of that area of the world for wine, we should, because they have a 7,000-year history as one of the oldest winemaking regions in the world. As a matter of fact, the only temple dedicated to wine was built here back by the Romans in the 2nd century, and it's appropriately called the Temple of Bacchus, Bacchus being the Roman god of wine. In Lebanon, many of the indigenous red grape varieties have given way to French grapes that were brought in by the French monks back in the 1850s. The main French grape that is now planted in Lebanon is Cinsault, and it is this grape that Chateau Musar has perfected. And all of their red wines revolve around this particular varietal. This, their flagship wine, is made out of equal parts Cinsault, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Carignan. Now this is a pretty unique blend, and it really just shouldn't work, but it most certainly does. Well done, Chateau Musar, and cheers, everybody.